And we back. Now today's video, we're doing an all-time fantasy draft. Oh yeah, we're talking about the greatest players of all time. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal. All on one roster. We're going to fantasy draft them and try to rebuild the team that we draft. Now the reason this week you're probably going to see a lot of out of left field type of rebuilds, because I was watching the video by Jydale and he said something so perfect, and I agree 100%. There's no reason for me to do a current day rebuild because free agency starts next week. And then that Kyrie Irving Nets rebuild I did, if he don't sign to the Nets, then what was that for? So the current day rebuilds are on pause for the next couple of weeks, and then after we see if Kyrie Irving officially signs there, then we'll do the rebuild dealing with that. But here we are. We're on a PlayStation, but we're still using Professor 2K. Professor 2K is a god out there. Right? He got some of the highest rated rosters on Xbox, and he's like, you know what? I could do PlayStation too. So he did. So this is his roster, and his name is Professor 2K PS for PlayStation. All right. So the first thing we got to do is randomly select our team. So we'll see what number pick we have in this year's draft, and we're gonna land on the Timberwolves. Why do I feel like I end up on the Timberwolves a lot? So we have the pick. Oh my God. We don't have a top 5 pick or a top 10 pick or a top 15 pick or a top 20 pick. Oh, so we're going to have like the 28th pick. All right. So let's see who's off the board. Obviously, the greatest of all time goes number 1. Obviously, the second greatest of all time goes number 2. No, this is so weird though, because if I was ranking my top 4 NBA players of all time, this is the top 4, I think, at least off the top of my head. So 2K got that right, and then after that, a lot of great NBA players going in the first round. So the best thing about this is no matter what, my team is going to be great. The reason I love Professor 2K so much is because he does things like this. He created Charles Barkley. Did I just select Charles Barkley? No, I didn't. I don't want Charles Barkley on my team, but I still might take him. We'll see. But he creates players that aren't really in 2K, because Charles Barkley don't give his rights to 2K to create them. So you'll never have a Charles Barkley 2K card, at least not yet. But let's see what the options are here. I kind of don't want to draft a current day player in my first pick, because it'd be kind of lame if I got Stephen Curry. I can get Stephen Curry in any other video. This is a special video with legends. I should probably get a legend, and that's why I may go Charles Barkley. Can a 6'6" power forward survive in today's game? We're going to find out. We're drafting Charles Barkley. All right, after that, we got Steve Nash here. You know we love Steve Nash. We can have 2 of the greatest Phoenix Suns players of all time on the same roster. We can do that. Reggie Miller is here, a guy that he also created. Giannis, Anthony Davis, Bob Cousy. Oh, man, this is our last pick in a long time, so we better make it count. We got a young Vince Carter, a younger Ray Allen, but honestly, I think I'm gonna go with point guard. Oh, Jason Kidd is here too. Okay, wait. I immediately saw Steve Nash. Who would I rather have? Who would I rather have? Steve Nash or Jason Kidd? That is a question that I don't know the answer to. Oh, I must add that I'm not just drafting the best players. I'm drafting players I want to play with. So I do have a hard decision between Steve Nash and Jason Kidd, but just because I pick one and not the other, I'm not saying he's better. It's just the guy I want on my team. And with that being said, I'm going to go with 2-time MVP Steve Nash. Let's get it. And then after we do our draft, we're going to take a look at every other team and try to see which team is going to be great and which team is going to be trash, which is weird because how can a team be trash with this many legendary players? Every team is going to have at least like 3 or 4 90 overalls. But all right, I could go with Bulls legend artist Gilmore here, 7'2" center. In my team, he is a god. This ain't my team, though. But he's still a 94 overall. Jokic is here. That's cool. Again, I don't want to draft many current day players. So because of that, I will actually go out and get artist Gilmore. 7'2" center. He plays great defense and all of that. So we have Barkley, Nash, Gilmore. I think I will go Paul George here. Again, I don't want to draft too many, but I will draft a couple unless we see somebody else here at the small forward. Kiki, Shawn Marion, I think PG is the best option in this situation, so Paul George is here. Now, this is about to be very weird because a lot of the players that are being drafted are on one-year contracts. So if we don't win a championship at year one and we go into year two, I wonder how free agency is going to be. It may be wild, and I'm here for the wildness. So we need a starting shooting guard in this situation. So we have Jerry Sloan. He's a bit too small, but shout out to Jerry Sloan. Eddie Jones is a bucket. Richard Hamilton is a bucket. Not Bulls legend, but former Bull. He definitely wasn't a Bulls legend. I'm glad I caught myself. But he plays great defense. He knocks down the shots. He's got the mask. And if I was a general manager, you can market the mask. Have a mask night where you're giving out a mask to the first 5,000 people to come through. Then you paying the audience and everybody got a mask on for Rip Hamilton. Come on, man. Somebody need to hire me to do promos for their team. All right, so now we're drafting our bench. Off the bench, I want a bucket getter. Kemba Walker's a bucket getter. Jamal Mashburn, Allen Houston. So we do got bucket getters like Rudy Gobert. He ain't a bucket getter. He plays great defense. But I want my sixth man to be somebody that could come in and potentially average 20, which will be hard considering every team is going to be stacked. Peja Stojakovic is there. That would be pretty solid. Michael Ray Richardson is he's more of a defensive guy more than anything. I think I'm going to go with none. Oh, wait. Michael Redd. I'm going Michael Redd. I don't even know. It was between Michael Redd and Allen Houston. I went Michael Redd. Fight me if you disagree. Actually, don't fight me. Everybody here is great. So, now after we pick up Michael Redd, Rudy Gobert is still here. Arvydas Sabonis. He's got 13 badges. I don't remember how great of a defender he was, though. Let's see. Post defense, A-. I'll take that. Perimeter defense is average, but the post defense is great. He knocks down the shot. He rebounds amazingly. Yeah, Arvydas Sabonis. There it is. And then right before Arvydas Sabonis was picked, Big Z Ilgauskas was picked. That could have been a W. All right, so now we may end up going straight up the top guy available, and that would be Kemba Walker coming off the bench. Caron Butler's there too. Shout out to Tough Juice and all. But, D Book, CJ, B Bill, I'm going Kemba. All right, so we have to go like power forward, small forward in this next pick. And we get to the point where it's like, oh my God, there's still so many 87s. Tobias Harris, Luau. This is prime Luau. How can I not take Luau Deng here? Y'all know he got a soft spot in my heart. Luau is getting picked up by me. And then after that, what do we need? Another power forward to back up Charles Barkley. Tobias Harris is here. We got Charles Oakley. I see a lot of Bulls players, and I immediately think that I want him. Another Bulls player right there. But I'm going to try to steer away from grabbing, like, all of the Bulls players. Jock Collins is there. I'm going to go Tobias Harris. He's the best power forward available according to his overall. Now, I've done these fantasy rebuilds before, and I still haven't done one where I try to think about fit. I'm kind of just drafting players that I like. These players may not ever fit together, but that's something for future me to really figure out. All right, this situation, we have two of everything, so we're just going to go out and just draft random players. I think the idea of drafting these young... Why is J.R. Smith 19... Oh, yeah, right, okay. I was about to say, why is J.R. Smith 19 years old? I think that if we go out, I'm going to cheat the system a little bit because Trae Young still has amazing trade value. So we drafting Trae Young. Oh, yeah. Just a flip later. And on the same note, who else is there? Bag is there. DeAndre Ayton is picked up. And then we're going to pick up Bagley. And we're going to use those players and flip them. Y'all going to see. This ain't my first rodeo, baby. I've been here before. I've been doing this before. We're going to pick up Bag. And then the last pick, we're going to pick up Jaren Jackson Jr. We just picked up 4 rookies. The first pick, second pick, third pick. Wait, no. The first pick, the second pick, Luka. I feel like Luka was drafted, though. I feel like he was already drafted. All right. So here we go. Time to rebuild. But before that, we have to take a look at teams. But I want to show y'all the trade value. Hopefully that's still true. Yeah, Marvin Bagley, 3-star. Jaren Jackson Jr., 3-star. Oh, my God. Our team is about to be stacked once we get rid of these 4 rookies. But let's take a look around the league. Actually, let's do it this way. We won't look at everything because that's going to take so much time. We'll take a look at the power rankings. The Lakers are the best team. They have Penny Hardaway, Dwayne Wade, Rick Barry, Dennis Rodman, and Brad Daugherty. I can never pronounce this man's name. I watched the Hardwood Classics. I heard the commentator say it, and I still can't pronounce it. My mouth just doesn't go that way. Pause. Next, the two teams with the most championships in history are the 1 and 2 power ranking teams. Maybe they meet up again. Dennis Johnson, Clyde Drexler, Glenn Rice, Dan Issel, David Robinson. This team don't look great to me if we keep it at a buck. Obviously, it's not a bad team, but second best team in the league? I don't think so. Spurs have Chris Paul, Sam Jones, Vince Carter, Spencer Hayward, and Yao Ming. Now, that team, on the other hand, looks like it'll be good. The Bulls have John Stockton, Pete Maravich, Jamal Mashburn, Sharif Abdul-Rahim, Nate Thurman. Rest in peace, big fella. Small Calvin Murphy. Yeah. Under 6 foot gang, stand up. They put, oh my God, Joakim Noah's back on the Bulls. All Bulls fandom is dancing hearing that one. But okay. Where did the GOAT himself went to the Cavs? So let's see what LeBron, let's see what Jordan is playing with. He's playing with Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony, Kelvin Johnson, and AK-47. That's a brick. That is a brick. The greatest player in Chicago history and one of the greatest players to be born in Chicago on the same team. Y'all see the connections. Carmelo Anthony's there as well. All right, but let me show y'all how this is going to work. First official trade, 2 first-round picks, DeAndre Ayton to pick up Mitch Richmond. The more I look at our team, the more I realize this team sucks. In comparison to the other teams around the league, Charles Barkley being our best player, probably not the best thing. So I'm going to... Why is his head so small compared to the other? Look at the... Like, why is Paul George's head to the top of the thing and his is not? So I'm going to start making trades to get assets to try to splash on them. I need somebody better than Charles Barkley leading our team, all right? And I came to the realization that no matter what, if we win the first championship, we're still going to keep going for at least 2 years, all right? So if we can go back-to-back in this league, that'll be a huge W. So that first trade to pick up Mitch Richmond is fire because he'll be our best shooting guard, but we can also trade him to pick up a better guy. And I'm thinking, our point guard position, done. Fire. Don't need an upgrade of Steve Nash. If we can upgrade our small forward to get an all-time small forward, no disrespect to Paul George at all, right? Because Paul George is great. But if we can, like, get Julius Erving or Larry Bird, somebody of that caliber, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to quickly try to find a Larry Bird. Nothing. I figured that was going to be the case. Dirk, nope. So all these guys are probably going to be like, nope, I don't want Steph Curry anyway. So that means we're going to have to manually drop a trade for that guy. And guess what? I'm here for it. I can do that. So I'll be back. Oh, boy. Here's a splash. Vince Carter and Yao Ming. Yao Ming's going to come off our bench. That's the deal. I gave up Paul George, Trae Young, and 2 first-round picks. I could not care less. So our team is looking like Steve Nash and Mitch Richmond. Pretty small backcourt, but I'm pretty sure Mitch Richmond clamped up in his day, unless I'm thinking about somebody else again. He was before my time. He was drafted in 88. I wasn't born until 96, so he was before my time. But I'm pretty sure he was a clamper. Please be a clamper. Please be a clamper. He's about an average defender. And he's going to be guarding players like Jordan every night. So that's probably not the best to just be average. But nonetheless, we got Vince Carter running our small forward position. Charles Barkley and Artis Gilmore off the bench. 7'6" center out of China, Yao Ming. Rip Hamilton, Kemba, Michael Redd. I'm going to take some Michael Redd minutes away. And actually, Michael Redd can run small forward. What am I doing? He's 6'6". He can run small forward. So let me give him his minutes back. Arvydas Sabonis, I don't necessarily need him anymore. We can get those minutes to Tobias Harris. Now, since I don't need him anymore, let's try to trade him. Let's see what his market's like in 2 seconds. Picks don't mean anything to me. You know why? Because no matter what draft class we load in, whether it's Zion Williamson himself, he's barely going to get any tick on any of the teams in his league. So my draft picks mean nothing to me. So if we can flip him, a 92 Nate Thurman again, may he rest up. But yeah, the problem with the trade finder is, well, every team is good, which means that every team thinks they're contending. So that means they're trying to keep all of their assets. But okay, this is what our team is looking like. I am going to fire Tom Thibodeau. because, I mean, why would I keep him around? And I'm bringing Jacob Underwood. What system works best? Oh, it literally doesn't matter because we have all-time greats on our team. I want to run a fast 7 seconds or less. It barely fits us because Artis Gilmore is there. I'm going to run it anyway. We got the 7 seconds or less general on our team, Steve Nash. How can I not want to run that, especially when you got Vince Carter? You know how fun it'll be for Vince Carter and Steve Nash to be on a break together? It'll be insane. So because of that, I'm putting it together. And if it gets bad, we can start... Oh, actually, no. We don't really have any athletic centers because even Yao Ming won't work over Artis Gilmore. But that's the way we're rolling. I'm going to go into the All-Star break again. No matter what, if we win this year, we don't win this year, we're going a second season at least. Couldn't do it. Charles Barkley sucks. We're trading him. He's small. He's got small hands. He can't play. I had to trade him. I had to. I'm sorry. And I know he was a 96. We got back a 94. I do not care. We needed somebody better. We needed somebody different, and Melo is that guy. Welcome, Melo. He went from playing with the GOAT to now playing with us. He was averaging 19 points per game. The other guy that we just traded was averaging like 13. Our first round draft pick wasn't doing anything. 13 and 13. I mean, those are okay numbers. But Melo's about to come in, and he's about to be great. Because we suck. Our bench is looking good. They're all on fire and everything. But I think we actually got to make more trades than just that one. Our team just did not pan out the way I wanted it to. I'm not going to trade for him. But James Harden is averaging 24. And that's insane because people aren't doing that. How is he still averaging amazing PPG with all the greats? He's playing alongside Damian Lillard. And he's averaging 24, but that's just insane. I was looking at this trade, and I'm close to pulling the trigger because it's Reggie Miller and Chris Webber, who's cool. Or I could do the James Worthy and Joe Dumars trade. So those are our two top options trade finder-wise. It's a similar trade. It's a very similar trade. Let's do Reggie Miller and Chris Webber. Isn't that funny that they play together because they work together, calling games and stuff? C-Web. I think I'm going to still have C-Web come off our bench and still have Melo start at the 4, but now we have Steve Nash, Reggie Miller. Yeah. Vince Carter, Carmelo, yeah. Then we have Chris Webber, C-Web. Oh my God, he's having an amazing year. We're gonna keep his minutes there. Okay, that's how we're doing things, and we're changing our system back to balanced. Or no. Space and pace works so much better. Or perimeter centric. Actually, perimeter centric. Everybody's strictly greens. How is Steve Nash not a strictly green here, all the way filled up to the top? I don't understand it. But all right, now I'm gonna simulate to the All-Star break for real this time and look at stats. Okay, so we actually start to do better after that. I mean, we still ain't looking amazing, but we're no longer like 500 like we were. All right, let's take a look at our stats, though. Melo is leading us. That's why I want to keep him in the start lineup. Reggie Miller's still there doing his thing. Why is Reggie Miller only attempted 5 threes? I need him to be attempting at least 9. That's how good of a shooter he was back in his day. Steve Nash is averaging 10 assists. I would expect nothing less from our point guard. And that's it. Around the league, though, like I mentioned earlier, James Harden is still doing crazy things. Because every team has so many people that score the ball very efficiently, very great. You think about it. We're playing with the best players of all time. Nobody's going to be putting up crazy stats. So James Harden leading the league in scoring shows something. The GOAT is still here at second. They got an old picture of him, but they say he's 25. It don't matter. LeBron James is still up there. Kyrie Irving is doing some leading of his team. Who is the most when it comes to boarding it up? Bob Pettit, Moses Malone, Hakeem. Then John Stockton, Isaiah Thomas for assists. Scottie Pippen with steals. Hakeem Olajuwon with blocks and turnovers. Allen Iverson, great. All right, Bill Russell shooting 68% from the field. That is insane. And James Harden is making the most threes a game and attempting the most threes a game. So I wanted to take a look at, where is that at? All-Star teams. All right. So LeBron and MJ were the captains. Makes a lot of sense. Big O, Magic, Scottie, and Bob Pettit. Kareem, KG, Elgin Baylor, and James Harden. Off the bench, Kobe, Larry Bird. Oh, look at this. This is insane. These are the best players of all time. Who is in a dunk contest? Oh, look at the young bulls. All of these young guys represent when we got Dominique Wilkins, Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, some of the greatest dunkers of all time. But no, they giving us this showcase. I'm disappointed. 3-point shootout. Yeah, this is what I'm here for. No Reggie Miller, though. Come on, dog. No Ray Allen, though. Oh, y'all are slacking. How can we not have Steph Curry, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen all in a 3-point contest with Klay Thompson as well? They really, really slacking out there. All right, so I think that is all. We're going to go to the end of the season. Oh, let's see what teams suck. Yeah, I want to see which teams put together the worst team. The Clippers, who have Tony Parker, Hershey Hawkins, Paul Pierce, Zach Randolph, and Hakeem Olajuwon. That makes sense that they're the worst team in the league. Keeping it a buck. Oh, they're not the worst team in the league. Jerry West, Joe Dumars, James Worthy. We were close to saving them and putting them on our team. Good thing we didn't. Yeah, this team's not very good either. And then the best team in the league is his Bucks team. Dave Bing, Jimmy Butler, Grant Hill. Oh, Tim Duncan. That's what it is. Tim Duncan. His numbers don't look incredible, but it's Tim Duncan. One of the most winningest players in NBA history. All right. Let's finish this season. LeBron wins MVP. He's back to the number 6. Rookie of the Year went to Luka Doncic, a part of the Sacramento Kings. Manu wins 6th Man of the Year. That only makes sense. Bill Russell, Defensive Player of the Year. Carmelo, Most Improved. Because they're comparing it against his last year in OKC, which wasn't a bad year. I mean, his stats are just a little bit better. Oh, he shot 10% better. So that makes sense. And then Mike D'Antoni wins Coach of the Year. First team All-NBA was Magic Johnson, the Big O. LeBron, Bob Pettit, and Hakeem Olajuwon. Second team is Russell Westbrook, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Elgin Baylor, and Moses Malone. Third team, Steph Curry, No Chill Gilbert Arenas. Chris Webber, who's on our team. He was coming off our bench, and he made... Maybe I should have been starting him. He made the third team off our bench. How's that not 6th Man of the Year? I don't understand. Karl Malone and then Jokic, defensive teams. I don't know if y'all care too much, but yes, these are some of the best defenders of all time. And second team, Mo Lucas? Interesting. All right, I didn't see him there. And then these are the awards that don't matter because none of these rookies got minutes. I think Luke was probably the only rookie to actually get minutes. Yep, because he's an 89 overall, which is weird. All right, so we ended up being the 1 seed. I like that. So we did put together a little bit more. The first round, we're going against Phoenix. So let's take a look at Phoenix's team. AI, Bob Cousy, Alex English, Joel Embiid, Mo Lucas. Their front court is small, very, very small. Let's dominate them, Steve Nash and Reggie Miller. 6'7" Reggie Miller being guarded by 6' Allen Iverson. He better have a field day in this first round. Oh, no, we lose game 1. Oh, we lose the first 2 games. Yeah, that's just it's just our luck to lose to an 8 seed, huh? That's how we doing things. Perfect. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, well, that was a waste of a season. But we were going 2 years regardless. So let's just make year number 2 the best. We're the laughingstocks of the league. We lost to the 8 seed, Allen Iverson and Bob Cousy, Alex English. Beat up on our squad. Maybe I should have started Chris Webber. Yep, we probably should have started Chris Webber. Toronto wins in real life and in the fantasy league. Are you kidding me? Oh, they had Shaq. They had Big Diesel. Who else is on this team other than Big Diesel? Jason Tatum. All right, JT, Taco. Devin Booker. So they got some young real life guys. Klay Thompson, Gary Payton, Jerry Lucas, Kyle Lowry. That's the reason. They got Kyle Lowry back. Yeah, that's the reason they won a championship. All right, but that went 7, and that was against Elgin Baylor. And wait, is Elgin Baylor twice? Elgin Baylor's here. Oh, no, we lost to Alex English, which is not Elgin Baylor. All right, who's retiring? Robert Horry. Zach Randolph, Tyson Chandler, Steve Kerr. Oh, Steve Kerr. He's coaching and playing at that age. Let's see how things go from here. I think what's super important is this coaching situation. We need Mike D'Antoni. Do you remember who our starting point guard is? We giving Mike D'Antoni a super max. Because, I mean, Mike D'Antoni's system got Steve Nash to win a not to win a championship, to win MVP. So now he's back to coaching Steve Nash, and it's about to be magical. The first pick, well, yeah, let's just simulate it. Zion is going to play for the Wizards. I decided to load in the draft class. And these guys won't get minutes. Zion will probably get minutes. RJ might get minutes. Ja might get minutes, but the rest of the class is not. Rookie signings, don't care about none of that. This is where things get interesting, free agency. So we have to bring back Steve Nash. Where is he? Oh, boy. This is not good. Where is Steve Nash? Because he's not on my roster right now. Look how many free agents are here. I wonder how many. Oh, there's Steve Nash. Okay, we do have his bird rights. I need Steve Nash to stay. And we also have to bring back Chris Webber. Yes, please both resign. They don't have any options, so I'm guessing they will. All of these guys have options. I'm not going to go after a top guy because, again, I took off salary cap so we can make trades and stuff. So I could offer any of these guys the max, and they'll probably sign, but I don't want to do that. It's kind of cheating the system. So I'm bringing back the guys I had, and I'm going to make one additional signing. I just don't know who it's going to be just yet. How does Shaq have so many offers? Not Bill Russell, not Anthony Davis, Moses Malone, or Hakeem Olajuwon, but just Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis and Karl Towns are the only centers to have any offers. Oh, and Mo Bamba, because the rookie contract. Bro. Oh, wait, did I offer it? Yeah, how can I not, bro? He has 0 offers. So we got our new center. All right, and we need a backup point guard. Steph Curry has 11 options. There are so many great point guards here. Why is everybody going after just the Steph Curry guy? We need a backup point guard, and that's pretty much it. Everything else can stay the same. We still got Bagley on our team? I thought we traded Bagley. All right, so I did make one more signing, but it wasn't anybody big. I told myself it had to be somebody under the overall of 90. So I brought in Mighty Mouse, Damon Stoudemire, 5'11" point guard. He's an 87 overall. I liked Mighty Mouse back when I was young, so I decided to bring him onto the team. So this is where our squad is looking like. Hakeem got a little bit worse, but I'm not tripping about that because the rest of the roster is stacked. I think I actually will start Chris Webber this year since he was an all-NBA third team off our bench. Imagine if we had him started, maybe we would have got out of the first round. So I don't think we're going to make any trades unless we start to really suck, and then I will make trades. But if we are good, I'm just going to simulate to the end of the season. Steph Curry MVP numbers are insane. He averaged 12 assists per game. Rookie of the Year went to Ja Morant. So Ja actually got his minutes, and he won Rookie of the Year. It's taking forever to load, but there it is. He's playing alongside Luka Doncic. So they had 2 back-to-back Rookie of the Year. Scottie Pippen, 6th man. Bill Russell, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Damian Lillard. Lloyd Pierce wins Coach of the Year over our team. So we got some competition out west. That team won 67 games. All NBA first team, LeBron left Memphis to go to Philly. Interesting. I just want to see who is on that team in Atlanta that won so many games. So this is our team. Obviously, we were the big dogs out west. But out east, Steve Francis, Kobe, KD, Dave DeBusschere. Again, I never can pronounce his name either. George Mikan, Dave Cornpo. This team is stacked. They got 2 basically 99 overalls, and they sharing the ball quite well. I want to take a look at our personal stats, though, because I haven't looked at them all season. Who averaged what? So Reggie Miller led us in scoring with about 19. We'll round up for him. Melo, Hakeem. Our team was pretty well-rounded. I still got Marvin Bagley. I forgot to trade him. Well, hopefully he gets a free ring because we're trying to win it all this year. I'm going to shorten the rotation to 8. Let's go out there and try to win it. So first round, OKC. And they have the Iceman, the Brow, the Mailman, Tiny. I don't know if this guy has a nickname. I honestly have never saw that name before in my life. Who is this guy? Who does he really play? He played for Portland back in the 70s. Don't know much about 70s basketball. But you see how I listed off all the nicknames of these players? Oh, yeah, I got it. We shouldn't lose to this team. We should not lose to this team. But I also thought the same thing last year. So hopefully this one's different. We're up 2-1. Don't go 2-2. Okay. If we lose, we lose. We're out. Okay, so we win 7, but we do get out of it this time, winning by 35 in a game 7, having 4 players put up 20 plus. I appreciate that, boys. Next, going against the Utah Jazz. Take a look at their roster. If 2K will just, you know, move a little fast. I feel like it's a lot going on, and 2K often crashes for me. At least on my PlayStation it does. So hopefully it doesn't crash right now. Get to the Jazz. I'm spamming it, by the way. I'm literally spamming it, and it's going this slow. There it is. The Jazz. Oh, I went too far. Magic Johnson, Elgin Baylor. They got 398 overalls and then a 97. This is going to be a tough matchup. I don't know how this team only was the force. Yeah, they're killing us. They're killing us. 2-1, 3-1, and well, I wasn't built for this. I was not built for when every team is a God squad. Nope, I wasn't. I was not. Portland versus, oh, that team lost in 7 to Bob Pettit, Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird, Bob Cousy, Bob Lanier, Tracy McGrady, Klay Thompson. Wasn't Klay Thompson in the finals last year too? Klay Thompson's just a winner. He won the championship with Toronto last year. Let's see if he can win another one. Klay Thompson is just a winner. Oh my God, that's another one for him. Bro, what? All right, I guess we're going another year because I don't like ending videos without winning the championship because then I feel like I failed. So here we are. We're going even further. Don't care about the lottery or the draft because those guys aren't going to play. But we can do our team options and stuff. I need to do another signing. Maybe we make some trades because apparently this ain't the move. I'm going to bring Bagley back. Bagley, low-key, about to get to the point where he's actually going to be playable. His overall is going to be high enough. But no, we're going to trade him probably. Free agency. Who's the top free agents this draft class? Oh, this class. My eyes. Is that the GOAT? It's a couple 99 overalls here, yo. We can sign one of these guys. But let's see who's on our team right now. Because we do need to re-sign some guys, I'm guessing. We don't have Vince Carter. Oh, we do have Vince Carter. We don't have Reggie Miller. But maybe we replace Reggie Miller with one of the GOAT. But everybody else is still here. We don't have Yao Ming. I don't feel bad about not having Yao Ming. He wasn't doing crazy for us anyway. So if we can replace Reggie Miller with one of the all-time greats. I saw Dwayne Wade. I saw Michael Jordan. I saw Kobe. I'm going to get one of these 3 guys. MJ. Averaged 28 last season. Come on. What's the most amount of money I could throw at Michael Jordan? I'm going to just hold this. I'll be back when it stops. This is the most I can give him. 183 mil. Is that enough to get us in the lead? We are in the lead for him. There's no cap space, so I don't understand the idea of not offering anybody the max. But just in case we can't get him, Kobe. I want to offer Kobe the same contract. Oh, we only can go to 166 with Kobe. But we're also the leader there. And we do need a new backup center since we're not bringing back Yao Ming. Look at the system fit. Terrible. So let's go for system fit. But not a superstar. Like DeAndre Jordan is okay. I'm going to go DeAndre Jordan. So we're not bringing both of these guys in. And you want me to pick between Kobe and MJ? I'm going to pick MJ. That's how it's going to work. Melo. Ooh, we got to bring back Carmelo, yo. But I'm going to renounce the rights on everybody else. Let's bring back Melo. Unless we also want to replace Melo with somebody. So Melo's there. They had George Gervin and Julius Erving with no options. With no signing things there. Ice. Oh, no. Julius Erving got 6. So Julius Erving got his options. But the Iceman, George Gervin, doesn't. Now, George Gervin did spend a year in Chicago alongside Michael Jordan, right? I think Michael Jordan's rookie year, George Gervin was on that roster. So let's reunite them and let's get them to win a championship together. George Gervin, DeAndre Jordan, and Michael Jordan. Imagine a Jordan to Jordan connection. All right, so now we just fill out the roster with just random guys. No superstars. The trade of all trades. Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins are back together, and they're coming over here. And y'all know we're making Anthony Davis a power forward. His overall goes up. And I discarded it. I'm going to make him a power forward. He's going to run the 4 alongside Hakeem Olajuwon. Who's scoring on us when we got these two guys protecting the paint? I don't know. If we don't win a championship with this roster, it's just not meant to be. We have Steve Nash, Michael Jordan, Vince Carter, Anthony Davis, Hakeem Olajuwon, George Gervin, Boogie, and Michael Redd is still on the roster. I think I could get better than Michael Redd, though. Let me try to do one last trade. Things always come full circle. We're bringing back Chuck. I'm sorry to trade you in the first place, but now he's our 7th man. Look at this roster. If we don't win a championship, we don't deserve it. Big O won MVP. Colin Sexton won Rookie of the Year, even though he is 22 and he was drafted in 2018, but he's just getting minutes this year, so he wins Rookie of the Year. George Gervin wins 6th Man of the Year. Playing for who? He averaged a dub off our bench. That is insane. Bill Russell, most improved, yada yada. D'Antoni, we won 73 games. We're here. Houston got 2 of the best point guards on the same team, by the way. So look out for them. But we're the 1 seed again. Now let's hope that this year it ends differently, and this time it ends in a championship. I want to just quickly look at our stats because we saw George Gervin was averaging 20 off our bench and averaging 20 starting is the GOAT himself. All right, these are all the numbers. We're here, and we're ready to win it all. Golden State Warriors don't stand a chance. I don't even care who's on their roster. Only time I'm checking a roster is if they beat us, and I got to see who was good enough to beat this squad that we got. Oh, Utah. They beat us last year, so we can get some revenge, hopefully. Please get revenge. I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just end this off right here. Let's end it right now. All right, okay, conference finals. This is the furthest we've ever got. First year we got eliminated in the first round. Second year we got eliminated in the second round. This year we better not get eliminated in the conference finals. Oh, are we sweeping? We are. And we're going to the finals against Boston. They don't have enough. I don't know who they have, but I promise you it's not enough for all of these gods. And it wasn't. Hakeem Olajuwon won finals MVP. That was simple. But Klay Thompson was not on this roster. That's why they lost. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like. In the comment section below, let me know some other fantasy type rebuilds or rebuilds that don't have to do with real life today until free agency starts, because like what I explained earlier in the video. But that's it. This is McKinney. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.